Hey y'all, it is Shanice Jones, the CEO of I Am, and I'm coming back with another video to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate. And I want you guys to go over to my Facebook page, facebook.com slash at I am Shanice Jones. And I want you guys to just go over and get a glimpse of the different videos, my posts. I just created a healing group for women over there. Also, go over to Teespring and support me, you guys, and buy a shirt today. I'm actually going to link my Teespring storefront over to my business page. I'm going to try to have it up and running by Monday. So, go over there and buy you a shirt. I got t-shirts, I got mugs, and I got hoodies. So, go over there today and, get you something tired so, you can be pretty while you watching me. Okay. Also, before I start this video, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button so when I upload a video or I go live, you guys will be the first ones to know. Before I start, I want to thank you for supporting me. I want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I want to thank you guys for sharing my videos. I want to thank you guys for supporting me and tuning in. And I just thank you so much. So, what I'm talking about today is more personal. It's just inspire you no matter what you go through in life. Just know it's greener on the other side. When I was 14 years old, I was raped by my boyfriend, adult on his side. And I didn't realize that it was rape. Y'all probably like, how you didn't realize it was rape? Because the things that he said to me. Sometimes our rapists will tell us things to comfort us or to scare us, to have us thinking that it's okay. He told me that he was preparing me for a process for me to lose my virginity. So, of course, why would I run home and tell my mom and my daddy that when I had no business in the first place having sex? I had no business over there doing what I was doing. Not giving him an excuse to do what he did because it was wrong. And that rape taught me not to trust nobody. And by that little seed of trust being planted at age 14, it didn't do nothing but just festered. And the trust issues got worse and worse and worse. And to the point that every relationship I got in, I would not trust them. So I would go out and do things because I was just thinking that they was doing something to hurt me. So I would try to hurt them before they hurted me. So rape taught me not to trust nobody. It taught me not to speak up for myself. It taught me to close my mouth because he told me not to say anything. So if I say something, then I'm going to get in trouble. If I say something, maybe they're not going to believe me. Maybe they're not going to believe me. So I didn't even know I was harboring over unforgiveness from him. But can I go and chase him down and say, you owe me an apology? No, that starts with me. I forgive him. I forgive him on what he did. Because we fail to understand, people are sick. They're sick, and there's spirits that make them do the things that they do. When you start forgiving other people and asking God, show me how to treat them according to what you want me to treat them, he will start revealing things to you. This is what they're going through. This is why God loves us unconditionally, because he know what we're going through. He know what we're going through, and he still loves us the same. He know the spirits that's upon us. That's why he loves us so deeply, because he know what we're going through. He understand it. He went through it. He was rejected. He was abandoned. He was betrayed. He was beaten. He was crucified. He went through it all. He knew exactly how you feel. But on the cross, he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing to me. They didn't know that he was a son of God. Them people that did that to you, they don't know that you're a child of God. They don't understand the wounds that they caused upon you, because 9 times out of 10, if they did it to you, somebody done it to them. And they dealing with the same hurt, so now they want to hurt somebody else. But you're sitting here and you harboring unforgiveness upon something that somebody did something to you 5 or 10 years ago, and you hold on to it and you don't want to let it go. So you would rather be sick and having these thoughts of resentment, of hatred, and looking older than you supposed to look. Because unforgiveness, it makes you age. It makes you sick. Bitterness makes you sick. Hate makes you sick. How does it make you sick? Because it's not of God. And you sitting there, you holding on to these things when when Jesus went on the cross and he died for your sins, and he didn't have to. He got beat for you, and he forgave the people that was beating him. He forgave them. So why you walking around holding with a chip on your shoulder for what somebody did to you when they had no control over? Well, how do they not have no control over? Because it's a spirit. It is a spirit. And hurting people hurt people. Point blank, period. How do I know that? Because I was a person that was out to hurt people. When we sit back and we talk about each other as women, we're hurting that other woman. Why? Because we're hurting. We're hurting. So we want her to hurt. So we start bashing her name. Or we start saying mean things about her to take the attention off of us. Stop being bitter. Stop holding on unforgiveness. When I got pregnant as a teen at 16, it made me feel rejected, unworthy, abandoned, depressed. Because I had nobody to turn to. I had nobody to understand what I was feeling. They expected me to have this baby and to be the great mother that I can be. But instead of me running to my child, I ran from him. I didn't know how to show him the love. I didn't know how to be a parent. And since I didn't know how, my parents bashed me. And that made me feel rejected. That made me feel like I didn't have nobody. Nobody understood what I was going through deep inside. I was going through identity issues. I was at that age. I wanted to know who I was. I didn't know who I was. I had nobody to help me. I had nobody to turn to. It made me feel unworthy because I knew having sex I didn't know that in depth it was to have sex and you're not married. But I knew that I had committed a sin and I could not grip. I felt like God did not love me. How can he love me and I went and had a baby? How can he love me and I'm out here sinning? I'm out here smoking. I'm out here running the streets with my friends. I'm not being a good parent. Everybody telling me I'm not going to be anything. And I'm already feeling like I'm not going to be anything. So they must be right. But it was this little voice in me that kept saying, keep going. Don't stop. You're going to be somebody one day. And I didn't understand that was my purpose chasing me down. My purpose was chasing me down through teen pregnancy, through rape, through abuse. It chased me down. Now, when I say when I felt rejected and abandoned, I'm already had a baby. My mom and them don't want to deal with me. Now I'm in this relationship. I'm broken. He broken. I'm broken up the issues that I've been through in my life. I'm not knowing how to express myself. So I'm taking off the hurt that I'm dealing with at home. And I'm causing on him. I'm disrespecting him. I'm hitting him. And then when he glocked me back, I'm mad. Oh, you hit me. But I was broken before I even met this man. I was broken before I even met the father of my 8 children. I was broken before I lay with him. I was broken before I slapped him and was mad because he slapped me back. I was broken. He didn't know how to express himself. I didn't know how to express myself. And only way that we knew how to express ourselves was through physical altercations. And he would make me mad, and I would pick something up, and I would hit him, and then he would hit me back, and then I'll play victim because he hit me back. But did I not just hit him on top of his head with a lamp? Come on, somebody. I'm speaking. I'm talking to somebody right now that needs this. Sometimes we get mad at the man. Now, I'm not condoning abuse at all. Because that abuse did something to me. It made me lose who I thought I was. But it made me find who God called me to be. Behind my abuse was purpose. What behind my rape was purpose. Behind my teen pregnancy was purpose. When we start looking at other people as God see them, we will start seeing our situations as purpose and not as a harm. And when I was in this abusive relationship with my kid's father, we were together 13 years, 8 children. And I became addicted to the abuse, because it started off me hitting him. Then it just escalated to he had no respect for me. Why he did not have no respect for me? Because I set the tone of how he treat me. I told him it was okay for him to hit me back. I was not respecting myself. I didn't respect myself, because had I respect myself, I wouldn't have had acting in that type of behavior towards him. I wouldn't have had put my hands upon him. I would have been acting all in his face, disrespecting him, belittling him. I didn't have no respect. I didn't know what it was to have respect. I was raised in a house of complete chaos, of dysfunction. That's why it's so important not to expose your kids to dysfunction, because they become dysfunctional children, and you wonder why they acting the way they acting, because you're dysfunctional, and now you're raising dysfunctional children because they in dysfunction, they in chaos. And that's what happened to me. I was in chaos. I was in dysfunction. And I was in this relationship. I didn't know how to express myself. So only how I knew how to express myself was through dysfunction. And his family was very dysfunctional, very chaos. So that's only how he was able to express himself towards me. So we was dysfunctional people in a relationship, having children and exposing them to dysfunction. But God. Can I talk about God? Now I done talked about how everything I done been through. Can I talk about God? Can I tell you how God brought me out of that rape and made me and brought me down and let me know that you were still holding on to resentment and bitterness from this situation? You need to let it go and see him as not as a hurt, but see him as purpose. Stop looking at your teen pregnancy like I didn't know that it was already going to happen. It's purpose behind my 8 children. How he gonna break a generation of curse without having a generation to bring it with? Huh? What? Like I said, are we not descendants of Abraham? Did God not promise him that I will make you a great nation? How you gonna have a great nation? Now I'm not saying God can't make a great nation with 1 kid, but he ended up blessing me with 8 children. 8. Do y'all know if each one of my kids have a kid, that's 8 kids, and then if my grandkids have 3, 4 kids, I done created a whole nother generation. A whole nother generation. But I was so cooped up that I had babies at this age. Oh man, God not gonna love me. Let me tell y'all something. Every time I go to a conference, you know what the teachers tell me? You have wonderful children. You have wonderful children. You're doing something right, Mom. I'm not going to take no credit for that. That's nothing but the man upstairs. God blessed me with 8 children. 8, not 8, there's 8 children. 8 intelligent children. They love God, and they are honor students. Do you hear me? All 8. Got talents. Got gifts. My son, he's 9 years old. He was on the football team last year. MVP. The man called him back this year. I said, well, I can't pay. I'll pay for him. I want him on my team. Come on, y'all. Let's see the good in our kids. It's greatness. It's purpose behind everything that you've been through in your life. That teen pregnancy didn't happen to you. It happened for you. That rape didn't happen to you. It happened for you. That abuse didn't happen to you. It happened for you. Had I not had that abusive relationship, I would never found who Shanice really was. I would never found my inner strength. I would never found my identity, my purpose. I would not have been able to help other women come out of that thing. Everything you go through is purpose. Everything. Everything you go through is purpose. The same God that delivered me from unforgiveness, from bitterness, from resentfulness, rejection, abandonment. The same God that filled that void in me is the same God that can do it for you.